Why does trauma shrink the hippocampus in the brain? Imagine your brain as a busy city with different neighborhoods working together. One of those neighborhoods is the hippocampus, which is like the city's memory center and emotional hub. When someone experiences trauma, especially in cases of post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, this part of the brain can actually become smaller over time. Trauma triggers the releases of stress hormones like cortisol. While cortisol is helpful in small amounts, prolonged high levels can be harmful. When cortisol stays elevated for a long time, it can suppress the process called neurogenesis, which is how the brain creates new neurons. Without enough new neurons forming in the hippocampus, its size can decrease. Research shows that people with PTSD often have a smaller hippocampus compared to those without the condition. This shrinkage is linked to difficulties in forming and recalling memories, especially emotional ones. It also makes it harder to distinguish between safe situations and threatening ones, which can lead to feelings of constant danger or flashbacks. Trauma also affects how different parts of the brain communicate. The hippocampus works closely with the amygdala, which is involved in fear and emotional responses. Trauma can change these neural circuits, making the brain more sensitive to fear and anxiety. This heightened response can make everyday situations feel threatening, even when they are not. Understanding how trauma impacts the hippocampus helps researchers develop better treatments for PTSD. Some studies suggest that the brain can adapt and recover to some extent, especially with therapy and support. This idea of brain plasticity offers hope that the effects of trauma are not necessarily permanent. In summary, trauma causes the hippocampus to shrink mainly because of the prolonged exposure to stress hormones that inhibit the growth of new neurons. This change can lead to memory problems and increased fear responses, which are common in PTSD. Recognizing these effects emphasizes the importance of seeking professional help for trauma-related conditions. Always consult healthcare providers for personalized advice, as each person's experience with trauma and recovery is unique.